If you're looking for an RV to make meth in New Mexico with Jesse Pinkman, this would be the place to find that RV.
After 10 years of homeschooling, school was becoming a drag. We want our kids to embrace the lifelong adventure of learning. So we decided to sell our comfortable suburban home and make the world our classroom. Joe, Trisha, Hannah, Sarah, Gideon, Izzy, and Penny Dog. We are doing life deliberately.
So while we were wintering in Florida for December and January, when February hit, we received some bad news. A friend of ours from Wisconsin had been diagnosed with cancer just maybe, 8 or 9 months ago?
Yeah, not even a year.
And we received the news in February that she had passed.
We had known Ted and Rose for a long time, and we had been through a lot together over the years, good and some not so good things, and we just really wanted to honor her by going back to Wisconsin and making it back for her memorial service.
So when you're not close in proximity, sometimes it can be challenging to determine, am I going to make the cross-country trip to attend significant events like this? And so we discussed that. We were in Florida, and the funeral was going to be in Wisconsin. It was February. We're full-time RV, and so do we drive the RV to Wisconsin? Do we fly to Wisconsin? Do I just go by myself? Does the whole family go? I mean, these were decisions that we had to wrestle with.
I really wanted to be able to go back to the funeral. Joe wanted to be there, and so we made the decision that we were going to go as a family. But then the question was, what were we going to do about the RV? We have family in Wisconsin, and so we had a place to stay if we wanted to stay with family. But we were really wrestling with, should we take the RV or not? And in the end, after we kind of evaluated all the options, storing the RV seemed to be the best choice.
And so that's what we ended up doing. We rented a self-storage place just for 1 month, and we dropped off the RV there. Now, when we pulled up to the place, it was a little shady. It was... I was expecting a storage place with like a passcode, a keypad with passcode, and like
electronic gates
that would open and close. Everybody gets their own code.
Not so much.
No, it wasn't that.
It was a combination code lock.
A combination code where everybody there had the same code to get in. So there's only one code.
Right. And once you got into the gate, all the parked vehicles were looking a little run down.
A little run down. I'm talking flat tires, rust,
broken windows. We clearly had the newest vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for an RV to make meth in New Mexico with Jesse Pinkman, this would be the place to find that RV.
We were a little concerned as we were parking the RV. Are there squatters in any of these? Is anybody going to try to make our RV their home?
And after our experience in Wickham Park, I was thinking, are there any dead bodies in any of these vehicles and RVs? It was very run down. But we were in a bind. We had to leave the RV and start heading north, and so there really was no option. So we left the RV, we locked it up, we said a prayer, and we left.
And that was it. Now, when we put the RV in storage, we did not yet know when the funeral was going to be.
Yeah, I think we left it on a Friday because we were going to take 2 days to drive, expecting the funeral might be on that Sunday. We started the drive north from the panhandle of Florida.
We stopped in
Elizabethtown, Kentucky. So that was the drive the first day.
You know you live in an RV full-time when a hotel suite seems incredibly spacious.
It is amazing. The beds are so springy. I can actually extend all my limbs.
Alright, ready?
And I still have space.
Here you go. Here you go. Ready?
And then we made it the rest of the way to Wisconsin on Saturday.
We arrived late on Saturday.
Right.
We were able to stop on the way in the suburbs of Chicago to attend church Saturday night with our friends Jim and Brenda
Yeah.
at our pastor's church, pastor friend David Jones, Village Church of Barrington.
Mm-hmm. So we arrived Saturday night, and immediately upon our arriving, we unpacked and just kind of thought, well, we'll settle in for the night. Wrong. We got there, and my poor niece had kind of taken a tumble off of a piece of furniture, and we kind of thought maybe her arm was broken. So Jessie and I, my sister, we loaded up right away with Violet and took her to the emergency room, and the staff at the emergency room was fantastic, and they took great care of her. And turns out they couldn't really see a break in the arm, but only time would tell. So we took her home in a sling and got some rest.
We found out after getting to Wisconsin that the funeral was not going to take place until the following Saturday. And so we had really a full week of time to plan and to work. So I was able to get some work done at some coffee shops. Trisha was able to get work done. Kids were able to do schoolwork. And
whenever we go back to Wisconsin, it's always an opportunity for us to get things done that we are not used to getting done on the road. And so we just kind of took the opportunity that week to get all those things done. We took Hannah to the orthodontist. Joe and Gideon got haircuts. I got my hair done. The dog got a haircut. And so it was just kind of, let's get as much done during this week as we can.
So I'm 10. And out of all of the 10 years in my entire life, I have never, ever once done a professional haircut by a person in the shop. She is a professional, but she doesn't work in a shop. She works at a house.
I am not a professional. I am a cheap mom.
Anyway, I'm going to get my very first ever officially done haircut. No offense, Mom.
No, that is what it is. You are going to get a professional haircut from a person who really does know what they're doing, instead of having the two styles of haircuts that you've had for your entire life.
What are the two?
Well, when you were really little, I would just buzz your hair.
Oh.
Just all the way around, buzz it. And it was cute. And then you decided at one point you wanted it to be longer on top, so I'd still buzz around the sides and the back, but we let the top part grow out.
Yeah.
But you're looking a little shaggy.
Yeah.
And you're ready for a new do, right?
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna show you the picture of what I want my hair to look. Well, my mom wants it to look like, but it kind of works well, I think. So.
You picked it out.
Okay, we'll just roll the clip. Okay, you see the picture? We're good. We're done. Okay.
So nice. Let me know if I pull you at all, okay? Bye. How's that chair? Is vibration okay?
Yes, okay.
Oh my goodness. Gideon, you graduated from a mom cut. How do you feel?
Relax.
Oh, it's rough. It's rough.
You may have seen my hair finished, but now I'm going to show you. You ready? I can't hear you, but I think you're ready, okay? Ta-da! How did that look?
Sporty.
Like the sport, you get it? It's like sport, whatever. And so the clip lady, what do I call it? Kira?
The hairstylist.
Hairstylist
Kira.
was amazing. And for you people who are looking for a new haircut and it's your first time going there, go there, because it isn't like the first time you go there you get like a MVP special
An
treatment.
upgrade.
An upgrade.
So you get your hair washed and a hot towel on the face.
And the back massage, which was amazing, my favorite part.
And so then on top of that, we tried to connect with as much friends and family as possible.
I love you.
So we had a great time visiting Joe's parents. We had a good friend of mine, Mary, come over to Jesse's place and we got to hang out with her and her kids. The kids had a great time reconnecting with some of their friends.
Yeah, so our kids have been connected with a theater group called Bright Rising, and that theater day is typically on Thursdays. So on Thursday, which happened to be Valentine's Day, our kids had permission to go to the theater class, spend the day with their friends, and then afterwards, during the evening, we had kind of a get-together at Culver's, which is a Wisconsin-based fast food restaurant.
They really appreciated being able to reconnect with their friends. Sarah went to a sleepover that night.
That's right. And then on Friday, we got to see our friends Brian and Christina Hagedorn, college roommates of ours, and Brian is currently running for Supreme Court of Wisconsin. Election is Tuesday. Vote for Brian on Tuesday. So all around, it was a good week, and then the funeral took place on Saturday.
We were so thankful that we were able to go and spend this time with our friends, remembering Rose and just recalling all the good memories that we have with her. Her and Ted worked so faithfully, bringing the church equipment in a portable church trailer, leaving their home early in the wee hours of the morning before the sun was up to go and get the trailer and take it to the facility and unload it, and then staying after church to reload it and take it back to the storage facility and go home. And so for
like 51 weeks a year,
Yeah.
Ted and Rose would be making that haul in Wisconsin, even in the winter.
in the winter, in the snow, and there were weeks where they had to dig out the trailer, and keeping everything clean and taking care of kids. And you know, there were years where Sarah was just inconsolable as a baby and toddler. She did not want me to leave her to go on the worship team, but Rose was the one person who could calm her down and make her happy. We're just thankful to have had those years and that time with her and Ted, and so thankful for their faithfulness in ministry over the years and how they have just shouldered a burden of ministry with us. And so it was an honor to be there to remember her.
So I was able to help officiate the memorial service. I preached the message, and then we went to the grave, and I officiated the gravesite service. And I really wanted our kids to be a part of that because Rose had been a part of their life. I did not want to shield our kids from the realities of life, the harsh realities, even the reality of death. And so it was good for our kids to be there. I'm glad we made the trip. I'm glad our kids were a part of that.
Yeah. And so after the memorial service, we were able to reconnect with some more friends, our good friends Ben and Kelly, and we had a great time with them. And we had planned to leave the next morning.
Yes, we planned to leave Sunday morning.
But Sarah got really sick at night, and so she and I were up for a good part of the night. And you know, there's nothing worse than being sick in a car. and we didn't want to have to put her through that. So we decided to stay an extra day.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know, on Monday morning, when we were ready to leave, it was
A big snowstorm was coming through the Midwest.
So then it was driving for several hours in a snowstorm in Chicago traffic.
Yeah, Chicago rush hour traffic,
Yeah.
winter snowstorm in the morning, leaving Milwaukee. We tried to leave at like, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, it
Probably
was
left.
early.
Yeah. And so the snow was significant until we got probably south of Indianapolis.
I just cleared off the windows on this side, but take a look over here. Might have been a little icy in Chicago. So, one of the challenges of this particular trip has been that all of our winter stuff is in storage. So all of our coats, hats, gloves, snow boots, all of that is in storage, and we're only going to be here for a week, and we don't want to take that back with us to Florida. So thankfully my sister had stuff that we could borrow while we were there, but you know, we are in Indiana on the east side of Chicago, and it's probably 30 degrees outside. So walking the dog and getting gas and filling up with fluids and that sort of thing is just cold being outside. So I am excited to get back to Florida where it is not so frigid.
And then the snow let up, and we made it all the way to northern Alabama, where we stopped for the night.
Yeah, we had a really nice stay at the hotel there and got some good rest. And then the next day we took off to Florida, kind of on pins and needles. What would the state of our RV?
Hoping our RV would still be there. Please be there.
Is our baby?
Please be there. Please be there. Please be there. Yes! It's there!
And it was.
And it was. No broken windows, no stolen tires,
No squatters.
no dead bodies.
Yay!
Yay! So we got our RV back.
Something that we did just to take some added precaution toward hopefully not having our RV stolen was Joe bought a hitch lock.
Yeah, so just an extra level of security. I mean, if somebody really wants to steal your RV, they're going to steal your RV, but that doesn't mean you have to make it easy for them. Anyway, it worked. It was safe. It was secure. We got it back, and we were pleased to get out of that storage place.
Yeah. But we were able to then move on to our next stay in Florida, and we look forward to telling you more about that next week.
We'll see you then.
You got chocolate on your upper lip.
You? Ah.
Izzy, how's your Culver's?
Amazing.
I said take a picture. It's not a picture.
And I am dying. It is so cold.
Look at that! I love it so much! I can actually see my forehead now! It's amazing!
How is it, Diddy? You got an ice cream cone. What do you need?
No.